Yokoso, Japanese Quest to it. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Today the journey continues into Japanese games. Wait a minute. No, switch that up. Into the Japanese language through Japanese games. That's what we do. We do it so much sometimes it gets a little bit flipped. That's okay. We can learn from the game. We can learn Japanese from the game. We can learn the game from Japanese. Sometimes it goes both ways. Anyway, today, as usual, we'll add some new words as we find them in game. I'm a Japanese teacher. My name is Akira Sensei. And this is Quiet Cat. This is Frieza Kitten. Welcome. I saw we had a new party member, Frieza's Kitten, just before stream started. So welcome to Frieza's Kitten. I never knew Frieza had a kitten, but now that I know that, I kind of like Frieza a little bit more. So minna ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning, everyone. Let's get started. Sa, ikimashou. So this channel is for learning Japanese from Japanese games. You'll see the title today, I believe. At least on the Discord. Might change it later for YouTube. But the title on the Discord stream right now... Wait a minute, it's a Twitch stream. Too many systems. The title is Level Up in the Game and in Real Life. That's what we do. So today we'll level up in the game, and to level up in real life, sometimes at the beginning of stream I'm going to introduce other things other than the game as well. So let's look a little bit at that. I made a tweet, don't know if any of you saw it, on the Japanese Quest Twitter account, that I think is worth checking out, because it's kind of a game changer for people wanting to read Japanese books, which we've talked a little bit about lately. So if someone could do the command for Twitter, that would be cool. So let's check out the Japanese Quest Twitter quickly. Thank you for linking it, Callie. I really appreciate it. Let's go to the Japanese Quest Twitter right now. This is what it looks like. So you can see at the top there, it says, level up in the game and in real life. That's what we're doing. And let's see, today... So a while ago, I showed a list of great first books to read. Went a little bit viral on Twitter. As you can see, it's got almost 100 retweets, almost 300 likes. So check that post out if you want to see some good first books. But I realized, too, on that same theme, another great thing to point out. Let me click on that. One game changer these days for Japanese learners wanting to get into reading books. Here it is. Japanese book review blogs in English, often with level information, saying if it's good for like N3 learners, N4 learners, and 2 learners. Very helpful just to hear from people in English who are reading as learners what books they liked, what books they found interesting. If you like this tweet, it's not really about Japanese Quest. This is about these 3 blogs. Some of them are on Twitter. I know these 2 at least are on Twitter, not sure about the first one. So yeah, like this if you like it, retweet it if you like it. Also, I tweeted here. Here's some of the books in some of those blogs. Now, let's take a look at each of these sites and explore some of the great books. So we'll spend a few minutes here doing that. So live now for your book suggestions and Japanese reading questions. So we're live here at Japanese Quest. That's what we do, of course. So yeah, like this, retweet this. Let's spread these around because truly these are really helpful things. Let's try to make more people in the world be able to read Japanese books. That's kind of what my goal is here. And games. It's all kind of related. So let's look at some of these sites. The first one I linked here, we can see here, Japanese Book Club Cafe. This one I saw actually posted on Reddit several days ago. And these 2 I'm familiar with from Twitch already, because I follow them. Or Twitter on already. This one I really like, though, because it's laid out in a way that's just really easy on the eyes. So book reviews, and these are a lot of books that are really good for beginners, much like my list for beginners, but this is kind of better because they have reviews in English. Like my links have reviews in Japanese you can find, but for beginners, you might not be able to read that. So, for example, this one can be a good first book, Penguin Highway. Click on it. And they'll have information. Quite a detailed review, but also just a really helpful first comment. Just want to say, I think this would be a great first novel for any beginner or intermediate learner. I just read the book. I don't know about beginner personally, but I think for intermediate, I agree. And it is a good first book. And let's go back, look at some more books. Also some books just are on some N2 books here too. Ooh, this book I'm reading right now, after suggestions I got from that list of good first books, people said this is a good first book, you should read this. I think actually Kelly and Kanji on stream might have suggested this book. Let's link to this one. It's a Kiki's Delivery Service, Majo no Teikyu-bin. Let's click on that. So again, we see here some good level information. Great book for N3, N4 level students. And yeah, I would agree with that. N4, N3, it could be challenging to get started, but if you read it on Kindle and you can look up words with that electronic dictionary, it could be a great first book. And like it says, it expands on the story that you see in the movie. Ah, really? This I didn't know, actually. After watching the Ghibli film adaptation of her novel, she was inspired to continue the story and has written 5 additional novels. Ah, that I did not know. I kind of assumed they were all written beforehand, but I guess not. So you get more information, stuff I didn't even know. Let's look at some other books. This book, really popular, don't know much about it. HMMT, welcome, new party member. Yeah, any new party members, if you want to join, we talk about Japanese learning, right now Japanese books. I'm a Japanese teacher, and today we'll learn from Japanese games too with Dragon Quest XI. This is a great book. Adults and maybe, well, it's an adult book, but it's great for learners. I shouldn't say it like kids, it's an adult book. But Konbini Ningen, Convenience Store Person, great book, could be a good first book. What else? So these books, not so familiar with. Ah, this one I did read, Kitchen by Yoshimoto Banana. Some people like it for a first book. To me, it's a little bit more challenging, but a good first book if you're into it. At the end of the day, read the book you want to read. Ooh, this is another popular one that I put on my kind of want-to-read list recently. Tokyo Kakeru Shoujo. The Girl Who Travels Through Time, or Leaps Through Time, I believe is the English translation. Ooh, another N2 book. So just some good books here on this blog. We got a Harry Potter book here. Little Prince, I put that on my list as well. This one was on my list as well. Kimi no Suizo Tabetai. Popular movie as well. Ooh, here's a good one that I have not read. But I believe there is a movie of it too, right? Anyone know this movie? I forget. What is this called in English? Some people will know. The good thing about this publishing house, it's got all furigana. If they have this green border around it, oftentimes, this one too, it's this Aotori Bunko, which has furigana. This is for kids. Can be a great way for a first book. This one, I believe, is part of what inspired Spirited Away, possibly. I have not read this one yet either, but check out these books. So that's the first link. The second one, Japanese Talk Online, is great too. This is cool too because it has book reviews. This is a cool book about someone who just decided, I'm going to go home on time. The rare Japanese person that I will go home on time, no working after hours. Check out this book. A bit more tricky possibly for a first book, but good reviews here. The other really cool thing about this blog that's a bit different, they have more general tips for reading in Japanese. For example, Japanese graded readers for N5 and N4 learners, very useful. This is a great post that I've read before. And other posts like that. More books, more books, more good books. Should I read for fun or for study? Or how about both? Again, more general posts. This last one, another really good blog inside that Japanese book. A lot of mystery books. If you're interested in mystery books, you can find lots of good reviews here. Also some good possible first books. Anyway, just check out these 3 blogs. Let's go back to the Twitter post. Check it out. We got some likes, we got some retweets. If you like it, like them, retweet them, because these blogs are all very worth it. And in my opinion, a game changer for Japanese learners wanting to get into books, simply because when I started learning, this did not exist. But you can read these, you can see how other learners got into these books, and then you can find one you like. Just get the free sample on Amazon, try reading it. If you like it, keep going. We got some bells. Let's see what these bells are. Ooh, people like some of these posts. Good. Good. Got some new followers, maybe even. Good. See, you can getting new party members on Twitter as well. Let's go back to the game. Before we do, let's show what we normally do here in Japanese Quest. We add new words to our power level as we level up in the game, and we level up in real life in Japanese, word by word by word. Let's find some new words today. You can find this list, by the way, on the Twitch About page in the Level Up section. It says new words here. Anyone can add new words here, add new words from the game, and we can level up Japanese Quest. So let's go back to the game. Wait, what? We got a dragon! Hype for Japanese learning has been summoned on Twitch, the form of a dragon. Thank you very much for the dragon. Let's go. Also, obviously, it's a subscription, so financial support for Japanese Quest, very much appreciated. Let's go. We got a dragon. Okay, so where are we in the game? Let's find out. Right, we're going to this town. Machi town. So let's go to a town. What is with this, like, black and white capability? That must be a thing from, like, channel points? I didn't even know that's a thing. Anyway, thanks for the dragon hype. Thank you for the sub. Let's go. It is time to power up in Japanese. It's time for Japanese Quest to continue. Where is it continuing? We are right here. It's continuing north. It's continuing north, and the game is continuing north in the Japanese language, too. What's it mean to go north in a language? It means to learn more words, and as you do, you feel yourself drifting vaguely upwards, possibly north, possibly south if you're into south. Sometimes the metaphors here get a little bit stretched, but that's okay. That's the way we play with language. We play loose, fast and loose with language. And where are we going? Machi e mukao. Go to the town. Let's do that. Here's the town. You can see the machi. You can see the katakana indicating the machi. Burotta no machi. Let's go there. Sa, ikimashou. Who is this? It's a dragon. Let's say hello. I say when you wake up in the morning, the first thing, why not fight a dragon? We just summoned a dragon on our side, but this is clearly an evil dragon. So, yeah, let's take him down. Let's put him to sleep, maybe. Yeah. He looks like he needs a rest. Don't you think? Exactly, Kelly and County. The best part of waking up is dragons in your cup. It just is a good way to start the day. Get up, fight a dragon. After that, everything's easy. And in a way, that's kind of a metaphor. Get up, exercise, get up, study, get up and do something kind of invigorating, kind of challenging. And then the rest of your day, you're invigorated. Everything after that's kind of easy in a way. Like when I woke up today, I did a workout, did like 130 or something push-ups, did a bit more of a workout, and now for Japanese Quest, this is going to be incredibly easy. I'm already locked in. Alright, so what do we have here? Let's not wake up the dragon. We don't like to wake up dragons. Let's just Bogyo. We never do Bogyo, which means defense. Let's do defense, why not? Save mana. Bogyo. We can do this one though. I like it. And let's do our sleep dagger. Not sleep dagger, with this one, which does, yeah, extra damage to sleeping foes. There we go. That's what we need. Yeah, I don't really lift right now. I more just do mainly, my main focus is walking every day. Lots of jumping jacks, just generally. I don't know why. And then lots of push-ups and lots of pull-ups to max. Definitely on push-ups and pull-ups. That's the main stuff I do. So yeah, I don't really lift right now. I used to lift quite a bit though. In high school, I was pretty into weight training, and because I was on the wrestling team, and yeah, was pretty into that at the time. My senior year, I had the most pins on my team, got an award for that. I also got the Iron Man award that year, so it was pretty good in wrestling. My best point of my wrestling probably was just I was pretty strong. But I wouldn't really say swole. I don't really like that word, to be honest. Simply because, to me, swole brings up like someone kind of like the really buff people in this game, like extremely muscular, which is not really what I am or what I'm going for. But really just, you know, fit. You know, kind of like this character or this character is kind of in shape, not necessarily swole. That's my goal anyway. Being in shape, and it helps with learning Japanese too. I think all these things are related. Get this exercise, it gets the blood flow going. That blood's flowing in your brain too, it can help you learning. It's all related. So I recommend move around every day, get some exercise every day. You may find it helps your, if not just your Japanese, but maybe your motivation to study Japanese or your stamina for reading, things like that. The Blamed Beast asks an important question. In Japan, do sumo wrestlers lift weights, or do they just eat? What do you think, chat? I think that's a question for everyone. Do sumo wrestlers lift weights, or do they just eat? I don't think they probably just eat, because they're pretty freaking strong. But I'm not sure if they would lift weights necessarily universally. I'm sure that some do. I'm not sure if all do. Like, I know there's some great wrestlers that don't lift weights. They more lift people, you know? And they do other kinds of exercises, not necessarily lifting weights. But in general, exercise a lot is a certainty. But yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be a lot of both. A lot of both. I don't think it's a bit of both. I think it's a lot of both. At least exercise, maybe not weights. Yeah, to be honest, I was just watching sumo wrestling a couple days ago, because I think right now is the Natsubasho, the summer tournament. I recommend checking out sumo. If you're ever in Japan especially, go to a sumo tournament. Very cool. Sturdy sensei? I don't know. Yeah, see, this guy is swole. In my mind. This guy is swole. That's not me. See, this is more me. Like, the hero... This dude is high level. He can probably do a lot of push-ups. However, I would not refer to him as swole. So, it's kind of a difference. This is more like bodybuilder type body. Swole. I don't know. That's my opinion. I'm going more for a Yusha type, in shape, in good shape, max level build. Yes, strong I think works. Alright, anyway, where are we here? Uaso kite, so I heard the rumors, and I came here. Hmm? A rumor? Oh yeah, Kelly and Kanji, this is a pretty good one, because then we have a learning element with it. Tsuyoi means strong, Tsuyoi sensei. Yeah, I like how, if you can somehow somehow combine learning with everything on Japanese Quest, that's what I like. Like, you see it in the badges, you see it in the emotes, you see it up here, you see it down here, you see it here, you see it in the voice coming out of these weird holes here. These are all possibilities, opportunities for learning. That's what we're going for. I just do them at once, just very fast in a row. And then sometimes I do more here and there, but I like to go with like max until I can't do anymore, and it's roughly 130. So how long does this take? I don't know. Like a minute, half, something like that. Eh? Nande? What? Antatachi. So you guys, moshikashite, could it be? Nanimo shiranei no ka? Could it be you don't know anything? You know, that's a good question, Kelly and Kanji, and that I do not know. I do know the word for push-ups, I believe. I believe it's uretate fuse.
世界が滅亡してみんな落ち込んでるだろう。そんな心の傷を癒してくれるこの世の楽園がグロッタの街にあるって話さ。
So the world was destroyed, everyone is a bit sad. Ochikomu, to kind of be a bit sad or depressed. And to heal their kind of sadness, their kokoro no kizu. Kizu is like an injury to people's hearts. It is now said that the paradise for the world is this town. The town we can see right here. Really? It's a paradise. Okay, we'll see that. Yeah, Kelly and Kanji, that sounds right. That does sound right. So let's look, since people keep talking about it, I didn't really mean to make it like a theme, but let's look up push-ups. So push-ups, let's make a space between push-ups. And yeah, wow, we actually see it. Kai. 20 kai yarimasu. So he does 20 push-ups every morning. Mayasa. So here's the word. Uretate fuse. Let's copy and paste that. Uretate fuse o 20 kai yarimasu. So push-up exercise. Yeah, it's a good word. We might as well level up today with the power of push-ups because it keeps coming up simply because I've been telling people that I often on break, when we're on break for this stream, I do push-ups as well, not like max push-ups, but I'll do like, 20 to 50 just for fun, just to get hyped for the next part of the stream. Okay, so push-up, good word, good exercise. So let's break it down a little bit. Let's look at that word. So ure means arm, so it's something involving your arm. And then tate means to stand. Fuse means to bend down. So it's kind of just showing the action. You're going up, you're going down, using your arms. So ure, tate, fuse. And it's kind of nice. Fuseru can teach you that verb. To lie face down is fuseru. Good word. And I'm guessing we've probably learned already ure, arm, tatsu, to stand, fuseru. We probably haven't learned. Why don't we add that too? So we can kind of see how this word is made up. So here we have to turn over, to lay face down. It can be to point downwards too with your eyes. So common word, to conceal, to hide, to keep secret. So it can be used for more hiding something too. Cool. Let's add that too. Powering up with the power of push-ups and the related words. So push-up, ure tate fuse. And then fuseru, to lie face down. Let's just make 100% sure that the word ure and tatsu we already have. So ure, arm. I'm almost certain we learned this word before, but let's just see. Yep, turn green, so that's a duplicate. Good. And then tatsu to stand. Let's just make sure. So tatsu to stand, N5 word, common word. If we haven't learned this, what are we doing with our lives? I'm not saying everyone on the stream should know this. I'm saying that in this 3,000 words, we should have it already. Yep, tatsu to stand. It's already there. Good. Let's go. Back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level going up with the power of push-ups. Power level now 3,087. Let's make that power level go up. Look at the bottom right. Leveling up in the game, leveling up in the real life. I recommend leveling up in real life in Japanese. Do some new words. You can level up. Also, do some push-ups, do some jumping jacks, do some walking. You can level up physically as well. Ooh, Aki's looking very cute right now. We might need an Aki shot. Let me see here if I can see Aki. 1 second here. Aki's looking quite cute going to sleep here. Let's see if we can see an angle on him. Aki! Kawaii ne. Say hello to Aki. Let's get some Neko hype in the chat. Aki's going to sleep on this counter here. He likes to sleep on counters, and he likes to stick out his legs as he's sleeping. You can see there. Kawaii ne. Say hello to Aki. Aki's doing well, by the way. We don't see Aki live that much because he's often on his own adventures. But we do see him from time to time. He's almost 2 years old. Cute kitty. Aki, by the way, means autumn. Kawaii ne. Alright, let's go back to the game. Let's see. Let's switch that back.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
And of course, down there you can see Griffin Sensei, who is also with us on this journey. Kawaii ne, Griffin Sensei. I like to see Griffin and Aki kind of together on this journey from time to time, because they're both with us on this journey. Let's go.
こないだすれ違った旅の舞踏家もグロッタの町に行くって言ってたしな。みんな癒されたくて仕方ねえのさ。
Okay, so recently there was a traveling martial artist, and they said to go to this town too, and yeah, we can all kind of be healed here. Let's do it.
それにしてもあの舞踏家の姉ちゃんすんげえ美人だったな。楽園に行けばまた会えるかな。
So I think we know now who they're talking about. So that martial artist, that Nei-chan, so that woman, suge bijin. So bijin means like a beautiful person. She's a very beautiful woman there, that martial artist. So maybe if we go to this paradise, we can meet her again. Mata again, and then are able to meet. So maybe we can meet her again, or maybe I can meet her again. And yeah, that would be good, because he's probably talking about Jade, who is our party member we need to find again.
すごい美人の旅の舞踏家ですって？それってもしかして
So you're talking about an incredibly beautiful traveling martial artist. Could it be...
兄貴
おっと連れが来たみたいだ。それじゃあな旅の人、縁があったらまたグロッタの町で会おうぜ。
Okay, so it looks like my my attendant is here. Let's okay, traveler, if you've got something to talk about, we can meet again in that town. Let's do that.
おせえぞ、どこで道草食ってたんだ。さあ行くぞ、楽園は目前だ。
So you are slow, and notice how words can change. So the word for slow or late is normally o so i. Notice how so changes to say, e changes to a, Just kind of a more casual, more conversational way to say it. Oseizo. So you're late. Doko de? So where are you eating the grass of this path? This I haven't really seen before, but I'm guessing it's kind of a phrase that means, like, why are you being so slow? Sa, ikuzo. Okay, let's go. Paradise is right in front of us. It's kind of a cool word here. Mokuzen. So moku means eye. Zen means before. So right before your eyes, you can see paradise right here. And yeah, some of these words we could add to our power level. Like possibly that word here could be added if someone wants to add that word. Oh, wait a minute, not Rakuen. We have learned that back in Xenoblade 2. The goal of that game was to go to paradise, Rakuen. But this word may be new, and we could add it right here if we want to increase our power level.
あ、待ってよ、兄貴。
Wait.
グロットの町か。何やら胸騒ぎがする。
For some reason, I feel uneasy. Yeah, let's look at some of those words, though. Let's go to our power level up screen. Sometimes it's fun to look up words. Alright, so let's go... Keep going back to our Twitter, so I'm going to close our Twitter for now. Normally I don't have so many tabs here. There we go. So right in front of your eyes... Ah, that's good to hear, Frieza. Wait a minute, you're not Frieza, you're Frieza's cat. Sorry about that. So we saw this word. Before one's very eyes, under one's nose. Mokuzen. Good word here. So I see a different variant for it. But normally, I believe it's Mokuzen like it was in the game. So let's change this one here to Mokuzen. There we go. And then, what word did we hear Hendrik say here? He said Muna Sawagi. I like not typing the whole word sometimes, just to see if there's anything else. Okay. So what's it mean? So the first kanji is a kanji for chest, breast, but also can mean heart and feelings. So he's talking about kind of maybe in his chest, in his feelings, he is feeling a disturbance, an uproar, sawagi. Sawagi is a verb that can mean to make noise, to make a lot of noise, but also can mean kind of uneasy. So if you put them together, muna sawagi, uneasiness, or a vague feeling of something strange going on. And he's right, because I think monsters have maybe taken over this town up here. Let's add this word to our power level. And just to make sure we have it, so this word, sawagi, uproar, disturbance, that's a word we haven't learned either. Let's add that. And mune, chest, I'm pretty sure we've learned, but let's make sure. Bijin, yeah, we could check that too, because we saw that in the game. Yeah, chest I'm sure we have learned, so let's just not check it. So Bijin, beautiful woman. Yeah, kind of interesting. Like, I actually translated this like a beautiful person, because it just says Jin, but it is true that almost exclusively is for beautiful women. So Bijin, let's add that. And yeah, we have not added that yet, so good. Power level is now 3091. There we go. Let's go back to the game. And yeah, Onyx, thanks for the suggestion there.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Scatter says power level is almost 3,100, Nappa. We are coming for you with the power of language. Yeah, Kelly, that makes sense. I usually see Bishonen for boys. Or like ikemen? Have we learned that? Let's look at that word actually. Let's look up the word you said, since I think that's a good suggestion. So it's that same B, which means beautiful. And then, so we have Bishoujo, beautiful girl. We have Bishonen, handsome boy. So yeah, you see both of those. They're not marked common. But I don't know, for fun, let's just add them anyway. So I think you made a good suggestion. So let's maybe add that. We can cover some of our beautiful people bases here with Bishonen as well, like you mentioned. And then one that you do often see too, I'm not sure if we've learned this already. Ikemen. Good looking guy. A hunk. I often see it just with katakana, so I don't know why it's trying to put the men in there. Usually you don't see that. You can also see it as a verb. Iketeru. It's like cool, stylish. So let's copy that too, add to our power level. And yeah, let's just put it in katakana. And you notice it just automatically went to katakana because that's the common way. Looks good. Power level is now 3094. Being powered up by all these attractive people in the game. Alright, let's go.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Yeah, it's true. Uncommon words. That common list, I think, is based on a different corpus, not manga. It might be based on, like, newspapers and things. So it's a helpful guide, but it's general in certain genres. Different words may be common. For sure.
美人の旅の舞踏家とはもしやマルティナのことかもしれんの。
Yeah, traveling, beautiful woman martial artist. That could be Martina. Again, the key information. Bijin, so beautiful woman, as we saw up here. Let's scroll that down so we can find some new words too. And then Tabi, they are traveling, and then they are also martial artists. Butoka. Looks good, and her name was Martina in the Japanese version, Jade in the English version. I think it's common enough to add, Kelly, so thanks for mentioning it. I've definitely heard those words. A lot, too. Nani? We just got attacked by a running cactus. Never a good situation. Wow, that used a lot of mana. Kind of too much.
Holy!
Nani? Oh, come on.
Say!
Yosh. Kata. How do we get to that sparkly thing up there? Ooh, there's a... You need to climb. But you need a beast for that, I think. So kabe means wall. Kabe o noboreru. So able to climb. You need some kind of monster. Mamono, monster. Yeah, we see ashiato, So footprints of some kind of monster that climbs walls. Konnichiwa. That guy looks kind of nice. I feel like he could be our friend. You think? Wanna be our friend? I think he does. He's okay. Whoa, not those guys though. Run away. Nigero. Hey, new statue.
なんだか様子がおかしいわね。それにあんな悪趣味な像前に来た時あったかしら。
So something here seems strange. Slash. Ohayo. Good to see you. So yosu ga okashi. Okashi strange. So something here is strange. So that kind of that Zol, that statue up there, the time we came here last time, that wasn't here, was it? And then yeah, Akushumi. Kind of curious how that'll be translated. Let's look at our dictionary. Because he's describing that statue. If only I can type in Japanese. Akushu, handshake, that's not what we're going for. There we go. Yeah, bad taste. Akushumi. Wanikani level 45. Have you made it there yet? Anyone who does Wanikani? Let's add that to our power level. If it's good enough for Wanikani, it's good enough for us. So bad taste. Shumi by itself, by the way, means like a hobby. But it can kind of mean taste too, and then Aku means bad. If you look at Shumi by itself, hobby, pastime, tastes, preference, liking. Let's just make sure we've learned that. Yep, we have. It's all good.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising. Let's make it go up, in fact, to now 3,095. Let's go.
ようこそグロッタの町へ。
So welcome to this town, the town of Burotta.
町の中に魔物。油断するな。
So in this town, monsters? Don't let down your guard. So this is one word you see a lot in video games. Let's make sure we've added it already. Let's go to the dictionary again. Because words are just fun. Let's see this one. So negligence, inattention, carelessness. So basically he's saying don't let your guard down. Often a sudo verb, so yudon suru. Let's see if we've learned that already. I'm guessing we have because it's in many games. Yep, we have. Sweet. So what is that browser add-on? I don't know. I added it a long time ago. Someone can probably tell you what it is. I don't really know. But yeah, it's some kind of browser add-on. The way I found it was Googling it, and you can find it. Sorry to not be more helpful. Let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
おやおや困りますな。どうか落ち着いてくださいませ。
Alright, so おやおや。困りますな。どうか落ち着いてください。Ah, so yeah, calm down. There's nothing to be worried about. He's kind of saying here. Mama, konnichiwa. Good to see you. That's kind of weird to yell at Mama. I feel like I was yelling out to my mom, but no, that's not the situation. Mama Luigi, welcome. Good to see you.
このグロッタの町は今や幸せな楽園に生まれ変わったのです。そんな場所で戦闘するなど野暮ですぞ。
So, yeah, this town has been reborn as a paradise. Some keywords here. Shiawase. So, pure happiness. Rakuen, paradise, put them together. So, this happy paradise. This town has been reborn, basically, as a paradise. Good word here, too. Umare kawaru. To be reborn, so this town's been reborn as some kind of paradise. Okay. Sonabasho de, so in a place like this, Sento naro yabo desu. So yeah, it would be uncivilized to battle in a place like this. This word, not sure if we added it. If not, we could add yabo to our power level. Let's check the dictionary quick on that one too for fun. And I know anyone can add words, but sometimes it's fun to look up words myself as well for a bit more focus on certain words. Huh, kind of surprised not seeing that. I put a yobo, that's why. That's very foolish. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, unsophisticated, uncouth, thoughtless. So yeah, I believe I translated on civilized. Antonym is iki. And one word, chic, smart, stylish. Yeah, both good words. Let's maybe add both, in fact. I think we've probably added this one, though, already. Let's check. Yep, we have. What about the other one? I'm thinking probably not. Let's add it, though. You can learn through antonyms, too.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is going up. Almost to 3,100.
野蛮なコロシアムなんてもう古い。これからは六軍王であるブギー様が作ったモンスターカジノがここの新名物ですよ。
Oh no, is this that legendary villain voice again? It sounds kind of like him, the guy who voiced Cell and M. Bison and all those characters I talked about before. So yeah, that kind of brutal Colosseum. Mo Furui. It's already old. Exactly. Thank you, Mito Green. I believe that is him again for this monster here. Norio Wakamoto. Awesome voice. One of my favorite voice actors. He's a legend. I love his voice in Xenoblade for the villain in that game. And so the general here, this general has created this monster casino as the kind of new key feature of this town. Sweet.
あなたたちも興味がおありならぜひ2階のカジノで遊んでいってください。どうなっても知りませんがね。
Yeah, I like he kind of plays around a lot with the language, which he has a lot of fun with some of his characters, as you can see during the voice. So yeah, there's a G-Show Chrome extension called G-Show Ah, this I think might be a different one, but it does is okay. Good to hear. So, different tools. If you just Google G-Show Dictionary pitch accent, I'm sure you'll find a few different options. But yeah, good comments. So if you have interest, you can go to the casino. But I don't know what's going to happen if you do. We'll find out. So go to the second floor of the casino. Let's go. Good to see though that voice came back, so we did defeat that guy earlier. He was one of the generals, I believe, that we defeated earlier. The same voice actor. Huh, so a casino run by monsters. This word here, une suru, to manage. Exactly, to manage the casino. Managed by who? Managed by Mamono, monsters. And yeah, that can maybe be a word we add to our power level if someone wants to add it.
怪しい匂いがプンプンするが、マルティナがいるやもしれん。2階にあるというカジノに行ってみようかの。
怪しい匂いがプンプンするが. So the main thing here for this sentence is the adjective 怪しい. Something is suspicious. What's suspicious? Some kind of smell, and I can smell it. I can smell it wafting off this casino. And but Martina may be here, so why don't we check out this second floor? Let's try going to that casino. Interesting, so we learned both these words already. Une, to manage, and un, which means luck. Good to see though. So we have a friend here. People are kind of scared, but it's cool. So they're tired from going after the Yusha. But here now they can rest, it seems. Have a paradise. Got a monster casino. Let's go up. Yeah, it's cool for once to actually you can look at monsters without them attacking you. That's pretty rare. Let's look at this guy. Yeah, I enjoy the monster design of Akira Toriyama. Of course, the artist of Dragon Ball does the art for this game too. He seems to specialize in all the big dragon video games and anime. Hey Rue, good to see you. Yeah, it sounds kind of like a movie. Yeah, we were here before earlier in the game, but at that time, it was not run by monsters. So it seems like the elevator is broken. Ah, cool. Kelly says it inspired a lot of the work I did. That same artist. Cool. So does that mean then we take this route probably? Let's try that. His vehicle designs are incredible. Yeah, now that you mention it, they are pretty cool. It's funny, kind of like watching the show, you don't think about that, but when you really think about it, you realize it's true. Might as well save. This place seems kind of scary. Yeah, Kelly and Kanji does have a Twitter. And it has some pretty awesome art, so check out Kelly and Kanji's Twitter. If you want to link it, you can. It's up to you. But it's some pretty cool art. In fact, even drew me at one point, and posted that on Japanese Quest Twitter. And it was posted on Discord. Let's see. Hi. Yep, looks like there is Twitter and Instagram. Check out Kelly and Kanji. Also a streamer on Twitch, streaming Japanese learning on that channel, Kelly and Kanji. Check it out. Okay, so here's the Monster Casino. The famous kind of place in this town now. Has a very high reputation as well. Cool. Let's check it out. So, Natachimo, so you too, if you want to go to the casino, use these stairs and go to the second floor. And yeah, Kelly and Kanji is very good. Some really cool designs for sure. Okay, so where are we now? Aha. Is this the second floor? Not yet, I don't think. Let's try going up again. Or not. Here's one of these guys, but we kind of have been ignoring them. It seems like additional game content that is optional, I believe. Here we go. Let's talk to this bat, but before we do, I'm going to take a quick break. So I will say BRB, and then we will see what is up this door, hopefully. And we will save our friend, and then let's add some new words up here that we see in the game. So Japanese Quest will be back after a short break. Itekimasu. Tadaima! Japanese Quest is back, let's go. Can you feel the hype? It raises during break because during break we're all doing push-ups and working out, right? At least I am. Okay, so where are we? We are here, as you can see from whatever's happening right now. Let's go. Okay. Ah, Sopahead is only VIP. Interesting how you can see VIP in Romaji. Check it out. So only VIP allowed up there. So up there, what is up there? The special roulette stage. Okay. Nice. Greer says, I started doing some planking during your breaks. Good to hear. Jellyman Kelly. Konnichiwa, good to see you, Jellyman Kelly. Yesterday we got a raid from Jellyman Kelly, I believe. I'm not sure if there's other Jellyman out there, but I think that this is the Jellyman we were raided by yesterday. Can't be that many Jellymen out there. Anyway, so yeah, check out Jellyman Kelly. Follow Jellyman Kelly. By the way, Unboxed before, Kelly before, also awesome streamers. Teaching Japanese, learning Japanese on their stream. And Jellyman Kelly specifically, it seems, is a translator from Japanese to English. So check them out. They teach Japanese on their stream, also teach English to Japanese people on their stream, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, check out Jellyman Kelly. Awesome streamer, and it seems like you started streaming pretty recently, yeah? Huh. ロブルイエクシを持ってきたら so if you bring here the lovely extract, VIP な客として認めてやる. So we will recognize you as a VIP customer. さあ、俺らの頼みを聞いてくれる. So will you listen to my request? We can say, yeah, はい. Yeah, last month. Thank you for the multiple shoutouts. Yeah, no, I mean, thank you for doing a stream that's relevant to this stream because there aren't that many. I'm often looking for people to host who are teaching Japanese or learning Japanese on stream, and there aren't that many streamers of that type, so I was surprised that I wasn't already aware of your stream. Okay, let's see. Nakanaka hanashi no wakaru yasu. So it seems like you understand things pretty well. So yeah, if you bring me that lovely extract, just one of them, ikko. If you bring that, then I'll let you through. So it's a promise. The word for promise you can see here. Yakusoku. And again, if we see any new words, we can add them up here. And then our power level on Japanese Quest will go up. The goal, of course, over 9,000, which just so happens to be about what you need for fluency in a language, so that's the goal. We're over a third of the way there. So what kind of promise is this? Otokodoshi no yakusoku. So it's a promise between men. Otoko means man, and then otokodoshi means among men. Kelly says, yeah, I keep looking for streams every day myself to host and recommend. I teach Japanese and English. Cool, yeah, that's what it looked like. Yeah, well, I recommend some of the people that we talk about here. Anyone here who streams Japanese learning, make a comment so Jellyman Kelly can find you, so we can all kind of follow and host each other. It can be hard to find that niche. It's definitely a niche, but a growing one. Yep, no doubt, no doubt. It's a growing niche. And yeah, anyone else in chat have recommendations of other people who teach Japanese on Twitch or learn Japanese on Twitch? There must be more people. Yeah, this channel in particular, we started in wait a minute, I was gonna put 19? No, not that long ago. 2018 is when we started. Took a break for a while. I'm a Japanese teacher, I'm busy doing classroom Japanese teaching in the US. But recently we got started again, so now we're trying to go every weekday. Although this Friday too, I think we will have Friday off this week. Because sometimes the summer can get a bit busy, we'll see. But we're planning to be streaming on this week, every weekday, same time, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So IDJ says I might start streaming. Very cool. But I'm very beginner. Yeah, in a way, that's even better sometimes, because then, like, if you think about it, most people are beginners. They can relate to your stream more. They can see, as you learn, like, what they don't know, what you don't know, and kind of work on it together. So that's really good. So this extract, the way you get it is you can exchange for it. The word for exchange, kokan. So keikin kokanjo de. So at this exchange, this prize exchange area, you can exchange coins for this extract that you need. That's what we gotta do. So apparently we gotta play some casino games. So is this the, probably the exchange? Let's check. Coin o tametara. So if you gather coins, kochira e dozo. Then come here. Kono counter de keihin to kokan dekiru. So yep, you can exchange 4 prizes here with this bat-like creature. Sounds good. Yeah, lurking, totally fine. Lurking is good. We love our lurkers. We're on a journey here through the Japanese language. I think of our lurkers as they're kind of like rangers off behind a tree somewhere on this journey. And then when the key moment comes, they might jump out and save the day, much like Aragorn in Lord of the Rings. He's a ranger. Lurkers are good. So here's the extract that we need. Colt, konnichiwa, good to see you. Genki, how are you doing, Colt? So this is for 10,000 coins, it looks like. Ichiman. So which game is best to do here? I don't remember, and I don't even know. Are you excited for Breath of the Wild 2? Yeah, I am. When is it coming out? Is it imminent? I have no idea. It seems like it's taking forever for it to come, so I kind of have no idea when it's going to come out. There's a bar here too. Okay. So it's a 10 coin slot. Asobimasu ka? Let's just say. Hi, do we have coins even though? So we don't. Coin ga arimasen node, so because you have no coins, wo kai motome no ue matta okoshi kudasai. So once you buy some, then you can come back. So where can we buy coins is the question. What's going on here? Don't know, but it's blocking us off. Anyone know where the coin thing is here? Oh, they even got like a flying slot machine type thing. So here people fight. Seems like not the coins that we need. What do we have here? Again, this is more like a bar. That's not what we need. There must be a coin, either a coin machine or like a coin stand somewhere. You have to think. So here's the exchange. It must be maybe over here, you think? Wait a minute. Are these the same? So here's like a treasure. This must be the coin. Irashai! Kochira wa coin count da yo. So yep, the coin counter. Sweet. Okay, so people who are not lucky here, we have a service, we'll give you coins. So it looks like I don't have much money, so yeah, here's take some coins. Sweet. We got 2,000 coins. If you run out, come back here again. Sounds good. And again, we're not reading all that because don't want to. Playing Japanese games, sometimes skimming is a skill. Skimming is a skill worth working on once in a while. We do it here on Japanese Quest. You can skim, I can skim, get a sense of it, move on. A lot of language in games. Even if you're playing in English, you might skim it. You can learn those skimming skills in Japanese too. Okay, should we try slot machines? Yeah, why not? So in chat, let's be lucky. Which slot machine is the winner? Ichi, ni, san. Pick the winning slot machine in chat. Let's vote now. Write 1 for slot 1, 2 for slot 2, 3 for slot 3. All party members here can vote, can kind of influence our journey. Which one will be the big winner? We have 1 vote for slot 3. Someone might have better luck than me, so let's see. We have a vote for 2, we have a vote for 1, we have another vote for 2. Which is the winner here? Which is the winner here? Don't know which one, don't know if it matters, but it might matter. Another vote for 3, I see. Another vote for 2. People are liking slot 2. Let's close the voting in 5 seconds. Another vote for 3. Go, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slot 2 it is. Thank you for voting. We will try slot number 2 and we will be lucky. Let's go. Hai! Asobimasu. So will you play? We'll say hai. Asobimasu. Not sure if this is like a worthless game because it's too low or what. Anyone know if this is like a good slot to do? If you know, could be good info. Let's just try it. If there's like a long tutorial, we might rush through it, just so you know. Yeah, I don't really care about going through this in too much detail. Let's just hope we can figure it out. You can autoplay. You can press ZR for more detailed info on how to play. With this button here, you can make it autoplay. So that's some good info. you can press these up buttons to, so press this button. You can bet coins. Then if you press down, you can spin the reel. With these buttons, different reels will stop. Sounds good. Okay, so let's try... Replay, okay. Let's do, we can do auto somehow. Oh, what's the auto? Does this make any sense to anyone? I forget how you can win this game well. We need a jackpot. Doesn't seem worth it. Yeah, let's stop then. There must be a better game. I'm gonna agree with Screer, it doesn't seem worth it. So what is a good game here? Anyone know what's a good game to do? Because I really don't know. All I know is we need 10,000 coins, and right now we have less than 2,000. Because we just lost some on that slot machine. I do remember before winning a slot, I think enough to, like, get quite a bit of money, though. Maybe some slots are better than others, I don't know. We could try to a different slot machine. And possibly there's something about the tactics of the slot machine I'm forgetting. Yeah, I don't know if you can fight for coins. I think it's all these different games, and there's different types of games. So that's the same type of game, a 10-coin slot. Are there any different coin levels of slots? 100-coin slot, that could be dangerous, but let's try one. So now we'll just probably lose all our money, but if we win, maybe we'll get a lot more money. So here we have a bigger one, up and down. You can change the amount of coins. And then you can change your bet. You'll do the slot. So let's make the bet. Yeah, this is, I think, the one I did before. You want to put kind of a high bet and then just hope. Yeah, this one I think you can make some money. Yosha! So I think we got enough money then. This is a better slot because now we have all the money we need. Ichiman Gosen. We need just Ichiman, so we're good. So yeah, pick the 100 slots. Much better. Yeah, it's enough. Yeah, much easier that way. Okay, we got the coins. Now let's go here. Alright, we need the extract first. So we need to go to the exchange counter. Where is that again? So desu ne. Yep, it was an easy victory. And now, let's trade for our extract. Just for one. Hi! Sweet. Okay, I think we have it now. Let's hope we have it now. And now, let's try. Moshia. Sono nioi. So again, we see this word for smell. So that smell. Could it be you have that lovely extract now? Hayaku, Hayaku, quickly, quickly, give it to me. Hi, we'll give it over. So we pass the extract to this monster. Whoa! Ooh, this great extract. They're freaking out. So yume ni made mita. Raburi X. So even I've seen this in dreams. That's how much they love this extract. So now we can go in this VIP place. Nice. Again, we see keyword VIP kyaku. That's us now that we can go up in here. Let's do it. The special roulette stage is up there. Okay, so special roulette looks like it is over. Over somewhere. Over here, perhaps? Sa. Ikimashou. I think we made it. Yeah, we're waving our hand a lot because we have a special kind of armor that is our best armor right now.
あら、人間のお客様なんて珍しい。心ゆくまでルーレットを楽しんでいくといいわ。さあ、こっちに来て。
Okay, so let's do some keywords here. You can see it in the first sentence. Ningen, human. And then what about humans? They are here. Mezurashi. Human customers here are rare. So yeah, you can play, enjoy roulette to your heart's content. Come this way.
姉さん、出番よ。今日もやっちゃってちょうだい。
So Nason, now is your turn. You can do it today. Ooh, here we go. She is here. But remember, she's under control by this bunny suit of evil.
次はどんな坊やが私の餌食になりたいのかしら?
So, who is going to be my prey today?
そんなまさか
What? Could it be? Here we go.
姫様
The princess is now evil. The bunny suit is controlling her mind. Not good. Yeah, it's that kind of situation, obnoxious.
グレーグじゃない。あんたみたいな頭でっかちでもこういうところに出入りするのね。
Oh, she does remember us, though. Interesting. So is that... Ah, isn't that... General Greg? So think someone like you would come in here.
あんたも刺激が欲しいのね。たっぷりサービスしてあげるから、私と一緒に遊びましょう。
I'm surprised the way that Asobi was pronounced. Ah, so B. You thought it might be like a one kana type of spelling. She's saying, so yeah, even you must want some excitement once in a while. So I will help you out with that. And kind of suggestive line there.
姫様なんとはしたない
Hime-sama, why? This is inappropriate.
グレイグ、あんたってほんとうんざりするほど真面目な男ね。忠実なだけなら犬でもできるわよ。
So, Greg, General Greg, you are truly majime. Serious. You're a serious person, serious man, to a frustrating level. If you want to be loyal, even dogs can be loyal. Inu is the word for dogs. Inu demo dekiru. Even dogs can be loyal, nothing special about that. Yep, she's a bijin maybe, but right now an evil, and not just that, but controlled by a suit. Bijin. So they, yeah, different kind of situation.
ねえ、私の犬にしてあげましょうか。世界で一番幸せなペットにしてあげる。
Do you want to be my dog? I will make you be the most happy pet in the world. So how do you say in the world? Number one in the world? So sekai de in the world, ichiban. Number one in the world, happiest pet. Shiawase na petto. Let's see if he's interested in being happiest pet in the world.
なんとハレンチな。一体どうしたんじゃマルティナ。今は冗談を言っている場合じゃないぞい。
So what is this, what's going on, Martina? This is not the time for joking. Again, keyword here, jodan, joke, not the time to be joking right now.
打倒ルノーガの信念を貫くため、わしらにはお主の力が必要なんじゃ。さあ、もう一度わしらと旅を。
So we need your strength to help defeat Mordigan, the Dark Lord. So please come up with us again on this journey. So again, emphasizing the goal, Tabi joining this journey to defeat Voldemort, Mordigan. Nope, Urunoga in Japanese, Mordigan in English. Sometimes I think Voldemort, I don't know why.
まあ、相変わらずうるさいじじいね。楽しい雰囲気がしらけちゃうじゃない。
So, as always, Urusai Jiji. You were kind of a loud, annoying old man. Our kind of fun atmosphere, you are bringing us down.
いい？今の私にとって打倒ウルノーガなんて興味ないわ。こんな世界もっと壊しちゃえばいいのよ。
Huh. So for me right now, so ima no atashi, so for me right now, and then ni totte, so means for me right now. Urunoga kyomi nai. I'm not interested in defeating Mordigan. This world right now, I want to destroy it more. So I actually want to do the opposite of that. I want to destroy the world. So motto means even more, and then kawasu to destroy. So yeah, not good.
私が興味あるのはこのカジノを作った6軍王であるブギー様だけ。
え？
私の身も心もブギー様のものなのよ。
Wow. So yeah, she's under control by this guy she's talking about, by this one of the 6 great generals. His name is Boogie-sama. And Atashi no mi mo kokoro mo. So my body, my heart, can also mean my mind. They are his. They are his mono. They are his things. So yeah, that's the only thing I have interest in, is the one who created this casino. This General Boogie. So yeah, she hated this guy before, but now she loves him. So yeah, something strange going on.
だからあんたたちにはついてかないわ。私はブギー様と一緒にこれからこのカジノを盛り上げていくんだから。
So, because of that, Dakara, so because of that, I will not be going with you. I will be going with Boogie. And helping make this casino even more successful, lively.
いい加減にしてください、姫様。今はそんな馬鹿げたことを言っている時ではありません。
So stop messing around, princess. This is not the time to say something foolish like that. Don't you realize that she's not in her right mind? Clearly something strange is going on.
こんないかがわしい場所、気高い姫様にはふさわしくない。さあ、我々と共に行きましょう。
So come with us. For a great princess like you, this is not an appropriate place for you. Okay, 危ない。
気安く触らないでくれる？
So could you please not touch me?
女の誘い方も知らないの？あんた何も分かってないのね。
So you don't know the way to approach a woman. You don't understand anything, do you?
どうやらきついお仕置きが必要みたいね。あんたたちみたいなしつこい奴らは、私の蹴りで黙らせてあげるわ。
Ooh, are we gonna have a fight? Looks like we might have a fight. So it seems like a severe punishment is necessary. Kitsui means severe. Oshioki, punishment. And then hitsuyo, necessary. Put them all together. Severe punishment is necessary. You can see in her eyes, she means it. So with my kicks, I will shut you up. Word for kick, keri, and again, if we see some new words, they can be added up here. Our power level can go up. Ooh, here we go.
楽しませてちょうだい。
気を抜くな。
This could get interesting. In her powered up version, she could be pretty strong. I'm not really sure.
私を。
Eh? That's not good.
It's showtime.
Puffu Puffu. Not good. I think Grandpa might be weak to Puff Puff. Alright, let's see. So what techniques should we do here? Let's power up. Increase attack power 4. Ooh, we have a new ability, I think, do we? Ooh, we have a big buff now for someone's attack power. Let's do that. Wait a minute, we didn't... Oh no, we should have healed before this fight, but we did not. That's not good. Let's heal.
Huh. これであんたは私の虜。
Ooh, she's dangerous. Alright, let's turn up our speed too, because I think this is a serious battle here. So everyone, a bit faster with this one.
ピオリム。
Are you kidding me? We better heal everyone. I'm wondering what better bang for our buck would be. We could try our ability to... Our regen ability. Let's do that, maybe, just for fun. Hopefully no one's gonna die. This could be a bad move. Okay, we have General Greg here. So I think he can increase everyone's defense, which I think we need. She's primarily a combat-based person. So if we have increased defense, that could be good. So it can be a lot for an individual or a little bit for everyone. Let's do a little bit for everyone.
スクルト。
私を見て。
油断大敵じゃ。
可愛がってあげる。
危ない。So we can heal everyone, let's do that.
安心せい。
かたじけない。
Yosh. Okay, let's start doing some damage to her. Not bad.
ほら。はあ。
Eat that. Let's try that same attack. And I think we need more heal.
手を貸すぞい。
Let's try this one maybe.
くらえ。
Not bad. New party member, welcome.
私を。
油断大敵じゃ。
Yeah, Jellyman, did you say that you've lived in Japan for 8 years, I think, on your channel somewhere? Where do you live in Japan, by the way? Definitely need more healing here, so let's try again. Big heal on Akira.
しっかりするんじゃ。
切る。
ほら。可愛がってあげる。
You live near Osaka now, but lived all around Kansai. Very cool. Alright, let's see. What... Just... She has so many different status ailments. That's kind of problematic. I wonder what she's susceptible charm-wise. There must be some things. Can we, like, reduce possibly her defense? That would be kind of nice if we could achieve it.
よっしゃ、せんぞい。
I think it worked.
はやぶさぎ。
私を。
Yeah. That's not gonna be good. We're all sleeping. Better heal. Quite a dangerous fight. We may lose this fight actually, which seems kind of pathetic, but here we are. Can we sleep her? That'd be kind of nice if we could sleep her right now.
おねんねよ。
Nope. We need more healing.
奪ってあげる。あんたのすべて。ほら。
Yeah, she is no joke. Let's try again to... Let's try to poison her. That could be good too. She's getting lower now. Didn't work, but oh well.
ひざまずいて。
Yeah, this sleep is problematic. We're about to die.
It's showtime.
Oh no, some people are gonna die, I think, now.
おりゃたまらん。
Oh good, that was no damage. Okay, can this guy heal? I think they can heal some way. Let's see what heals. Yeah, he's like a regen, but just on one person. Oh, that's not great, but let's do some kind of heal on someone. Because we're in tough shape.
リベホイミ。
Let's heal again.
切るは
奪ってあげる。あんたのすべて可愛がってあげる。
Too much charm.
聞かないわ。
Didn't work that time though. Let's try again, maybe to sleep her or poison her.
触らないで。
She's hard to hit.
受け取って。
Good, finally we're awake. We get some healing here. What's this though? That could be good too. Let's see if that works to make her sleep.
おねむの時間じゃぞい。
Nope. That was a waste.
はやぶさぎ
私を。
気を抜くな
Abunai. That was close. We almost died there. Let's heal everyone here.
しっかりするんじゃ。
Yosh. Let's try poison again. If it hit, that could be nice. There we go. She is poisoned. That's very good. I think we'll win now.
切るは
ほら。はあ。
Ooh, we should do that defense thing again, because now she's hitting harder. Let's heal as well. We don't want to die randomly. Oh no, MP got Tarinai. Yeah, we should have really got our MP back before this battle. Do we have any MP items? So Dogu, tools. Let's check. 10 MP, that's not really doing too much. Just to be safe though, let's just use one of these 30s. Everyone needs healing, let's do that.
しっかりするんじゃ。
So she is poisoned, let's do our poison 6 times damage. This may kill her.
じゃあね。
Almost. Alright, I feel like she's almost dead, so I am thinking let's just go for it.
はやぶさぎ
Yosh. Kachimashita. Let's get some hype in the chat because that was not easy. Kachimashita ne. So yeah, she's cursed. So you can see Noroware. So it's cursed Martina. We defeated her. Nicely done.
うひょい。
Yatta. Level up.
ようやくおとなしくなってくれたか。これで目を覚ましてくれるといいんじゃがのう。
So you finally calmed down? If now you'd wake up your eyes, if you'd wake up, that would be good.
困りますなお客さん。うちのナンバーワンディーラーをいじめてもらっちゃ。
Uh-oh. So you're bullying our number one dealer. You can see dealer here in katakana. Interesting how number one also in katakana.
の
えはえ
Uh-oh.
は
What do we got here?
ほえほえほえ
Is it Boogie?
ほ
Yep.
泣かせた女は数知れず最強のキングオブモンスター妖魔軍王ブギー様参上だじゃ。
So the number of women I have made cry is uncountable. The strongest king of monsters? Me. What's his name? Boogie. The monster general has now arrived. So do we have another fight already? I doubt it. I hope we can at least heal first.
こいつが六軍王の一人ブギー。グロッタの街をこんな風にした張本人の登場ってわけね。
So yeah, this is the one who made this town like this.
ブギあはおおよちよちかわいそうな牧人のかわゆい子猫ちゃん敵は牧人が取ってあげるからね
Oh no, my cute kitten. I will take revenge for you.
無礼者が即刻姫様から離れろ
Buremonoga! So yeah, you can see Hendrik is mad. I'm curious. Let's look up Enrikai so we can see some different translation options for this word so we can give Hendrik the proper insult here for this guy. So Bude by itself, you can see just means rudeness. In politeness, let's see if Bude Mono, if we add Mono is on here. Insolent fellow, rude fellow. Yeah, neither of those really feels to capture what he's really saying here. What do you think Hendrik could be saying? Here's your chance to offer your translation. So yeah, even just saying, how dare you, could probably work. So how dare you do that to the princess? Get away from her. Right now. It's the basic idea. Any other suggestions? What do you think he'd be saying here? So he's saying... Bude Monoga. Yeah, some good different options. Let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
And I'm pretty sure that word we've already added to our list, so let's not add it, but let's find some more words here. We can add more words up here as we go.
はあ牧人のマルティナを仲間に引き込もうなんて無駄無駄
So trying to take Martina here as your own Nakama, as your own party member. Muda, muda. It's a waste of time, it's not gonna work.
牧人の力でマルティナをナイスバディな魔物にして牧人の忠実なるしもべにしたからね
So with my power, I made Martina into... Well, you can probably figure it out if you listen to it. Naisu body na mamono. So a monster with a nice body. With my power, that's what I made her into. Okay. So she is now my faithful servant.
人間を魔物に？じゃあもしかしてマルティナちゃん以外の魔物たちも？
What? You made a person into a monster? So could it be like the other monsters too? I guess the implication were originally people. Again, you can see ... for kind of the implication. Jellyman, jump, Matane, see you later.
マルティナだけじゃなくこのカジノの従業員である魔物たちはもともと人間だったやつらさ
Really? So yeah, they were all people. Motomoto ningen. So originally they were people. And again, check out Jellyman Kelly. Newly streaming for just like 1 month. And it's a unique stream because they are teaching both Japanese and teaching English. They've lived in Japan for 8 years. They also do Japanese translation, so check them out. They're also offering, I believe, one-on-one tutoring in Japanese, so check them out if that sounds like something that could be cool to watch on Twitch or just in general. Alright, so, Motomoto means originally. So originally, these bat creatures here were humans. Yeah, thanks for the shout out. Motomoto ningen datta. So they were originally people.
カジノで大勝ちして調子に乗った人間たちを魔物に変えてこき使いまくるのが僕ちんの何よりの楽しみなんだよ。
So, Bokuchin no, so my true joy more than anything else is using this casino, making humans into monsters, and yeah, and just like using them as my servants basically. So Tanoshimi, something someone enjoys, so the thing he enjoys more than anything else is, yeah, doing that.
マルティナはわしらの大事な仲間。お主の悪行に付き合わせるわけにはいかん。さあ、マルティナを返してもらうぞい。
So Martina, she is our Daijina Nakama. She is our important Nakama, our friend with us on this journey. So yeah, we're not going to let her be with you any longer. Give her back. Kaesu, to give back, so please give her back to us.
僕ちんの楽園を壊そうとするやつはまとめてズタボロ100叩きの刑だじゃ。全部消えてなくなれ。
So anyone trying to destroy our paradise, again, Lakuen is paradise. If you try to destroy it, you will be punished with many hundreds of slaps. Zenbu. So everyone, you will disappear. Oh my goodness, we do have to fight this thing. Please tell me they were healed.
張り切っていくじょ。
勝利を我らに。
We are not. That could be problematic. Okay, so again, all our buffs are gone.
ピカーン丸焦げになれ。
Okay, so let's heal first of all. Very low on mana for Akira, though. Shouldn't have used so many of those swords from the sky. Yeah, it's very good that Ro has full mana. He must have some good abilities to make his mana go back up again. And let's see. So yeah, he can help heal us. That's definitely good. Let's maybe get that regen. I think that regen ability is pretty good bang for your buck for healing, so let's do that.
降り注げ癒しの
僕ちんを見て。
Okay, again, let's see. So some of these spells could be nice. Additional speed for everyone? Yeah, that sounds good. It's pretty cheap, too. Let's do that. And then additional defense for everyone sounds good, too. Let's do that.
スクルト。
ブギー様最高。
Okay, now let's maybe start buffing some attack. Because we have a good attack buff now. We might as well do it. So Greg is pretty good in a fight. Let's buff Greg. Maybe ourselves too.
攻撃第一。
ぐるぐると。
Itai.
さあご一緒に。レッツダンシング。
That's not going to be good. Okay, I think everyone needs a bit of healing, so let's maybe do a heal. Oh, we're kind of okay though. Maybe
僕ちんを見て。
should we try damaging? I'm a little worried to use Grand Cross because it's so expensive, but it does pretty good damage. Let's chance it.
さあ食らうがよい。
Yeah, probably not worth it after that. Okay, let's try some damage here. Not great damage. Let's try also buffing ourselves, maybe. Increase our attack.
Boogie-sama, Saiko!
Let's try healing everyone a bit. Actually, that regen's really working, so let's do something else. If we reduce the defense, that worked pretty well, I think, on Martino. Which ability was that? Yeah, here we go.
僕ちんを見て
Sorry.
I think it worked.
ぶっ飛び
We can self-heal, might as well. Okay, we're getting low on mana. Let's maybe conserve it and just attack.
ピカーン
That did not work so well.
丸焦げになれ
Let's try poison again. Poison worked on the other person. Let's try it on him. Sleep could be something to try too.
よいしょ
Didn't work, but pretty good damage.
ブギー様最高
Okay, do we need healing for everyone? Kinda. Yeah, let's do that.
わしにお任せじゃ。
かたじけない。
Let's try our slash. See if it does more damage.
切る。
行くぞ
Yeah, that's a lot more damage. That was a
ギ
good
ガマ
buff.
ホトラピカーン
Let's try a different spell. So he reduces defense. I'm not sure if it's still on him, is it? Let's see if it is. I don't think it is. Let's see.
僕ちんを見て
I think it worked.
負けないわよ。
Let's try this attack. Can't do it. Let's try poison again. Would be nice if we actually hit with it. We could try sleep
ブギ
too.
ー様
Let's
最
try
高
sleep.
いけ
Nice. Defense is reduced. That's definitely good. Let's do some more damage.
はやぶさぎ。
Yeah, defense down, defense and attack up. Definitely good. Let's try poison dagger again, maybe.
僕ちんを見てぐしょ
There, poison worked. That's very good.
メラゾーマ
無駄だ。
いただくぞ
Okay, people are doing good for hit points, so let's check out our spells again. Yeah, that minus defense is still on. Poison is still on. What else do we have? Let's just try some damage, I guess.
ブギー様最高
行くぞい。
That's something.
行くぞ
This guy's got some hit points.
どいつもこいつも
はあ。
丸焦げにな
So
れ
that's not
ポイ
good.
ンがポイン。
That's not
あ
good.
んなが。サックサック。
So we're out of mana. That's very not good. Let's get ourselves some more mana.
よいしょ。
I'm not digging this
もう
song.
一つ。それっと。よっとな。はっとな。ほい。
Not good. So this guy still is poisoned. I'm not sure how to heal these people. I think they naturally will eventually heal.
僕
Let's
ちんを
just
見て
attack.
ちょっと行って
Let's save up for heals.
あ
That
げ
poison
あ
is
げ
nice.
ぐるぐると
Great, he's in the zone. That's not good.
黒い
Okay, so we have poison. Let's do our poison attack. 3 times damage, 6 times damage on poison.
おしまいね。
Yep, that's good.
ブギー様最高
Not good. Let's get back our defense buff.
皆に守りを。
僕人を見て
And I think he's not poisoned anymore. That poison worked pretty well. Let's get that back on there if we can.
よいしょ
Yosh.
メロン
Poison didn't work, but...
いただくぞ
That is not good. Let's heal. That's what we saved up for. Okay, I think we can do some damage. Almost dead.
はやぶさぎ。
ピカーン
Oh no. If we can, let's do this. This can do some damage.
行くわよ。
Ooh, this is a new one. We got the full parade in there. Nice. Let's go. $52 damage. Not as nice as I was hoping. Let's try poison again. It seems like defense is up. Let's see if we can make defense go down with that spell. I think we're okay for hit points, so let's try for that spell again. Defense down was very helpful.
Boogie 様最高
Sorry.
I think it worked. That's not good.
ギガマホトラどいつもこいつも
Oh, dear God. Let's go for poison. He must be close to death. Oh no, we're out of mana? That's bad. Do we even have any mana with this character? We do not.
そんなバカな。よよいの。
I guess we gotta attack. We can attack Greg. Let's not do
僕人を
that.
見ていて
Pretty good damage. That minus
丸
defense was
焦げ
helpful.
になれぶっ飛び
Not good. Let's end this, but let's heal first if we can. Cannot heal. We're getting low. We gotta end this fight. Now. I was just thinking we have other people to back us up, but we do not. This is our only 4 people, so if we die, we're dead. This could get close.
これ失礼。
Thank God, let's heal.
まだまだいけるぞい。
Our one person with mana left. Let's do it. That should do it. やったー、勝ちました。Zone for the win. Ooh, we got some good experience points this time. Level up. Level up. Leveling up in the game and in real life in Japanese. And yeah, some of these points we do want to give because we have a lot of points here. Let's see with Akira. We're getting closer to our goal up here. All these skills. So we were working on knife skills. I think we were working over here. Some more speed. Good. Let's add that. Open up this new square. Yeah, I think this one might be a good one.
ここは
Good one.
ここは
Let's do it.
ここは
Let's do it. ここは 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 think that might be the one where like you throw coins at them, which is quite good. And not quite sure what we're working on with this character. We're kind of all over, aren't we? So we're working with one-handed sword. But I think he unlocked maybe a new ability too. Or did he not? I'm not sure. Maybe that's later. Let's just get one. We'll want to get them all probably eventually anyway. Most of them anyway. Looks good. So we unlocked a new area, I think, somewhere on here. Get some strength. Don't know if we really need strength. Speed sounds good, though. Don't have it yet.
もうダメだ。体中が痛くて力がうまくコントロールできないじょ。
もうダメだ。It's all over. So throughout my body, pain and my power, I can't control it well anymore. You can see control here in katakana. Control dekinai. So I cannot control my power. Good, so maybe these people will turn back to humans, maybe? Please, turn back. Yatta! And she's back too.
私どうしたのかしら。ここは一体。
What happened? And where am I?
まあ、あなたは隣にいるのはグレイグ？あなたたちどうしてここに？
Ah, it's you, the hero. And why is Greg here too? Why is everyone here?
どうして僕人がこんな目に遭うんだ。僕人はこの楽園で一番偉くて強い王様なんだぞ。
So yeah, how could this have happened to me? I'm the most strong king of this paradise.
あの魔物は
Ah, that monster.
今までのことすべて思い出したわ。
Huh.
妖魔軍王ブギーさん。
So imamare, until now, I just remembered everything that happened up until now. So you are the monster general Boogie, aren't you? Welcome, new party member. By the way, I'm a Japanese teacher. What we do here, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. We see kind of how the words fit together. Also, we add new words up here. If you see any new words, party members can try to add them. Another party member too. Welcome. Yokoso, Japanese customer. By the way, gotta love this design. We've got 3 eyes here. Ichi, ni, san. 2 horns as well. Tsuno is horn in Japanese. Me is eye. Good words. Konnichiwa, good to see you. Welcome. Yep, we are on a journey through Japanese games, learning Japanese. As you can see from the title, leveling up in the game, leveling up in real life.
今までよくも好き放題してくれたわね。
So you've really been doing just everything you want to do up until now. So this is kind of a cool word. You might have seen it before if you ever lived in Japan. Hodai means pretty much you can do as much as you want. So here we see ski means what you like. So ski hodai, doing as much as you want. If you have like tabe hodai, it's like all you can eat. Nomi hodai, all you can drink, which you can find in Japan. Tabe hodai, all you can eat. You can see that in Japan too. But here, ski hodai means like do all that you want to do. That's what he's been doing. Nani? Ooh, she's got like a new ability possibly?
100万倍にして返してあげるわ。
I will return the punishment 1,000,000 times. Ooh, yeah, good word. Hodai, doing as one pleases. Yeah, let's maybe add some of those different words we talked about too. For example, tabe hodai, nomi hodai, ski hodai. We could add all of them. Add all the hodais. All you can eat, all you can drink, all that you want to do. And yeah, if we add those, that will take us up to 3,100 if they're all new. I'm not sure if they are. But here we have Nomi Hodai, all you can drink, sweet. And we could probably add Tabe Hodai too. And maybe Ski Hodai, if it's on there, we could add that too. Sweet. Well, I think he's getting... Ooh, got his orb. Yatta! We got the green orb back. Green orb o torimuroshita. We got the green orb back, not bad. Sweet, we got Nomi Hodai, we got Tabe Hodai. All you can drink, all you can eat is that Ski Hodai, like in the game. On the dictionary too. Yokoso, Japanese Castaway. The Dariath, welcome. New party member. The hype is real for Japanese learning on Twitch. Let's go. Yep, check it out. Ski means to like. So Ski Hodai. Self-indulgence, doing as one pleases. That's what this monster was doing. And now power level is 3,100. And we got another party member. Where are all these new party members coming from? I just imagine like we're in this forest. We're in this casino in this forest. Suddenly all these party members just start coming out. Maybe they used to be monsters, now they're humans. At least that happened in the game. Probably they're just humans always in real life. Anyway, comment if that is the situation. So here we go. So Hodai, as you please, Nomi Hodai, all you can drink, Tabe Hodai, all you can eat. By the way, I highly recommend both these if you're ever in Japan. It can be a cheap way to eat a lot or drink a lot. And then Ski Hodai, to do as you please, to do as you want. And another new party member, Ryu. Yokoso, Japanese Castaway. Ah, that's why. That is the reason. So Nyasaki recommended your stream. Cool. Yeah, check out their stream too. Awesome streamer. Learning Japanese from Japanese games. Speaks a lot of Japanese on stream, and yeah, just an awesome streamer. Check him out. And I think I saw that Nyasaki, was streaming later. I wonder if they're about to finish or what. Also here from the recommendation of Nyasaki. Very cool. Yeah, I'm a Japanese teacher in the US. I teach Japanese in the classroom in high school. Licensed Japanese teacher. But here what we do, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. That's what we do. Awesome shout out too. Check out this streamer. We always shout out other Japanese teachers, other Japanese learners who stream. So check out this streamer. And apparently that's why we have a bunch of new party members. So check them out. We can spread the hype all around. It's a cycle of hype for Japanese learning, for Japanese in general, on Twitch. Let's do it.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Good question. What does the scouter say about our power level? Let's check. So right now, scouter says power level is 3,100. All the words we've learned so far on Japanese Quest, you can see right there. You can find that list if you want to. It's linked on the Twitch page in the level up section. So currently, let's look at this. Goku is still leveling up with this kanji. The kanji for journey, because we're all on a journey here. Toppy journey. Let's make our power level go up. Look at the bottom right, going up now to a new level. 3,100. The hype, the power of language here, it's real and it's growing. It's leveling up in the game with new orbs like we found here, leveling up in the real world with new words that we see here. By the way, words down here are words we learned earlier on Japanese Quest. They change every 1 minute. Ah, sweet. Showed up on my recommended. Very cool. You must have good taste if they recommend you this stream.
姫様、今のは。
Princess. What was that? So just breaking that down. So ima means now. So ima no wa. So what was that thing right now? It's kind of this ... You could say with a question at the end. So ima no wa nan deshita ka? So what was that? You could use like nani. But that's kind of implied. So what was that thing that just happened?
魔物になっていたせいかしら。私、新しい力に目覚めたみたい。
Really?
今ならどんな強敵でも蹴り倒せそうだわ。
Huh. So it must be because I became a monster. I feel like I've awakened some new power. So from now on, I feel like no matter what strong enemy we fight against, I can defeat them. Specifically, you see Keri, which means kick. She will defeat them with her kicks. Sweet. We got Devil Mode. Check it out. Devil Mode in katakana. Can you sound it out? Debidu? Devil? Debidu Modo. So we got Devil Mode. Now learned. Sweet. By the way, if you want to play a Japanese game, this is a pretty good one to play because you have furigana. The small kana above the kanji helps to read it if you're starting to play Japanese games. This is a pretty good one. By the way, though, you do need the Japanese version of the game. Not sure why I circled her head. Maybe she's telling you. Just remember, if you want to play this game in Japanese with Japanese text, you need the Japanese version of the game. I'm playing on Switch, by the way.
ロー様、ご心配をおかけしました。
So sorry I made you worry. We see the word for worry here. Shimpai. Worry.
いいんじゃマルティナよ。お主が無事で何よりじゃ。これでまた一緒に旅ができるの。
That's okay. The fact that you're okay, that's what's important. Now we can continue our journey together. This is the key. This is what we do. Both on Japanese Quest and on Dragon Quest. Ishoni, together. Tabi ga dekiru. We can go on a journey together. That's what we do. So she's joining us, becoming our party member again, and people here too have become a party member. Anyone else, if you want to follow, you can become a party member as well. You can imagine all of us here, party members on this journey, leveling up in Japanese, leveling up in English possibly if you're learning English. Let's go.
姫様、今までの非礼な振る舞い、どうかお許しください。
So please forgive me for how I've been rude up until now. Because before, this guy was trying to capture us, kill us even, possibly. So he's apologizing for that now. So please forgive me.
私は今、勇者に命を預ける身。打倒ウルノーガの信念を貫き通すまで、このグレイグ、皆の盾となりましょう。
So now I am giving my life to the hero. Until we defeat Morrigan, I will become your shield. I, General Greg, will become your shield. How do we say become your shield? Tate is shield. Tate to naru. I will become your shield. Tate to narimashou. Exactly, very much a redemption arc.
何よそのつまんない挨拶。これ以上私を退屈させるならきついお仕置きしてあげましょうか。
So what's with that boring greeting? If you keep being so boring, I'm gonna have to give you some kind of a punishment. We see this word again she used when she's a monster, perhaps. It's somewhere in her mind there.
Oh.
なんてね。冗談よ冗談。
Jodan, yo, Jodan, just kidding. Just kidding. I don't talk like that anymore. I think she was joking that she still is gonna talk a bit like she was a monster. So yeah, good word. We learned this word a long time ago. Jodan, joke. In fact, it was so funny, we learned this word twice. One of the few duplicates we have in the list. It was not trying to be a duplicate, but it was, and I found it funny because also the word for funny, okashi, was also a duplicate, so we just kept those two duplicates. One fun fact about this list here. 2 duplicates, 1 joke, 1 funny. Jodan, okashi.
グレイグ、頼りにしてるわ。これからもよろしくね。
So I will be depending on you from now on.
しばらく見ない間にずいぶん頼もしくなったわね。
So it seems like in the short while I haven't seen you, you've become a lot more dependable. By the way, I hear like the lawn being mowed outside my window. I think I might close it. I'll be right back. Itadakimasu. Yosh, so yeah, you seem like you've become quite dependable now.
これ、あなたに渡しておくわ。
Eh? I will give this to you. The key verb for to give something, watasu, to give. And what is she giving? Kore. This, I'm giving this to you. What is this comment here? This kitty here, by the way, is Griffin Sensei. The first party member on Japanese Quest was a cat. So yes, Griffin Sensei is leveling up too. Our first party member. Griffin Sensei is kind of just here to help people relax. Realize Japanese doesn't have to be scary. Doesn't have to be something that's like always study in a school type thing. No, there can be a cat here. You can just chill, be exposed to Japanese, get used to it. That's kind of the goal. To make friends with the language in a sense. Then you do it every day and that's really how you learn it. Find a way to make friends with it. Then you can just do it every day and have fun. That's how you really learn. J-A-A-A-A Nami. Yokozo. Japanese Questaway, welcome. Ooh, we got this harp. The Mermaid Harp. What does that even do? Does that help us like get down to the sea, possibly? Interesting how these more modern games, we use katakana for harps, but back with that original Dragon Quest 1, they used a different word for harp that was not katakana. They used the word koto, I believe, or like tategoto, like a standing harp. Much trickier word now. They use the katakana. Kind of interesting change. So, Mermaid Harp, te ni ireta. We have gained the Mermaid Harp. So yeah, we can maybe become a fish again. That may be.
世界各地を旅してる時に そのマーメイドハープを見つけたの。どうしてもあなたに渡したくて。
So traveling the world, I found this mermaid harp. And I thought I should, pass it to you.
もう分かってると思うけど、海にそびえる光の柱でそれを使えば、
Huh.
船で行けなかった場所にも行けるはずよ。
Okay, so this is what it does. So I think you already know, but if you see a pillar of light, how do you say pillar of light? Good question. Hikari no hashira. Pillar, hashira, light, hikari, put them together, pillar of light. Hikari no hashira de. So if you use this harp at a pillar of light you see in the ocean, in the umi, then you can take the ship to places you normally cannot go. Or places you cannot go, rather, with your ship, you can now go. Underwater, I guess is the idea.
そこで残りの仲間を探しましょう。魔王ウルノーガを倒して世界に平和を取り戻すために。
Okay, using that, let's go find the rest of our nakama. So nokori means remaining. So our remaining what? Our remaining nakama, our remaining party members, let's look for them. So nakama o sagashimashou. Let's look for our nakama. And why are we doing it? Tameni tells you why. To bring back peace, that's why. So sekai ni, to the world, heiwa o torimorosu tame. To bring back peace to the world by defeating Morrigan. That's why. So the goal is, again, find our party members, defeat Morrigan, bring peace back to the world. Keywords, nakama, party members, Mao, Dark Lord, Heiwa, peace. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. That's the goal. Party members, Dark Lord, peace. Let's do it. Well laid out right there. Sweet, we got a new party member. Again, we see Nakama, so we have a new party member here. And she has a new skill panel as well. Very cool. How do we know she has a new panel? Kaihou sareta. That means unlocked. What's unlocked? Skiru panel. A new skill panel. So just randomly stumbled across this stream just now. Love the concept. I'll be relying on them in my journey to become bilingual. Yeah. And that's the whole reason for this stream. I kind of just realized one day. I've talked before about this switch that's kind of in your mind. And this switch, I kind of just asked, like, do I want to be bilingual, yes or no? Because for me, I had one language, English. I decided, do I want to be bilingual, yes or no? And one day I just decided, I'm going to flip the switch, I will be bilingual. So I recommend flip that switch. If you do, it's that easy. You can become bilingual. It's kind of just a choice. All it means is expose yourself to that second language every day, or at least consistently over a long time, and day by day, month by month, year by year, you will be bilingual. It's simply how our brain works. It's the kind of animal that we are. We're a language learning animal. If you expose yourself to Japanese, you will learn it. So I recommend flip the switch, read Japanese, watch Japanese, listen to Japanese. Over time, you'll start to pick it up. A textbook, if you like it, that can help too. But the main thing, expose yourself to the language over time. Okay. Yeah. Now the town is back to its lively self again. Yeah, it really is true. Immersion is your best friend. Whatever language you're learning, immerse yourself in the language. Expose yourself to the content of the language. That's why people all over the world now know English. Why? Because they're immersed in English all over the internet. It's a big reason why. Yeah, we do have a mandatory languages in the US too, generally. But the thing of it is, you learn it, but do you really learn it? Are you really bilingual? No. Bilingual is different than just taking a language in school. If you really want to be bilingual, you've got to expose yourself consistently to the language. Make it your hobby, make it what you do. Taking a class generally in school, no matter what country you're in, is not enough to be bilingual in a language. I know this well, being a school teacher of language. It's not enough. What you need is to make it part of your life. I took Japanese too when I was in school, and didn't learn that much. Good foundation, but not close to enough to do much with it at that time. Okay, so Mamono ni natta hitobito mo, so all the people that did turn into monsters, now Moto no sugata ni modori. They went back to what they were, hitobito, people, and then heiwa, peace came back. Also, yorokobi, happiness. Looks good. Yeah, the way you want to learn kanji is as you are learning vocab. They're kind of one in the same. You want to learn kanji in context. As you're learning vocab, for example, this word here, people, hito means person. When you learn that, you can learn that kanji. Hito, you can learn the way to pronounce it too. In hiragana, hito, people. If you put two next to each other, you have many people, hitobito. And yeah, I recommend learning words like that in context. For example, we see a context here in games. So people were turned into monsters, they turn back into people. So we have hitobito, learn the way it's said, learn the kanji, and that's the good way to learn words. In context, kind of as you go. And yeah, for some people this can be a helpful tool too. This book, Remembering the Kanji. I didn't do it right away. I first learned about 1,000 kanji in context by myself, just learning. But later this book helped me too, to kind of have a system for kanji. I enjoyed that book as well. Basically, you make stories for each kanji with the different parts together, building up stories. Not for everyone, but for some people, very helpful. Called Remembering the Kanji. Soshite yo ga aketa. And then we talked about this word before. Basically means the night ended, the dawn broke. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what it is. It's all about. People tend to take languages in high school, but then just forget it in a year or two. Even when they're taking it, they don't know much. So really, if you're serious about a language, make it a hobby. Make it a part of your life. Expose yourself every day, and whatever you do every day, that's what you'll get good at. Whether it's reading in Japanese, whether it's playing video games, whether it's playing video games in Japanese, whatever you do, consistently, you'll get good at that. In the same way, if you play violin every day, you'll get good at that. If you do push-ups every day, you'll get good at push-ups. If you read Spanish every day, you'll get good at reading Spanish. Whatever you do every day, you'll get good at that. It's the same for speaking. If you want to be good at speaking Japanese, listen to Japanese every day, speak every day, you'll get good at that. So do consistently what you want to get good at. That's the key. Huh. Okay, so we get the title now of the monster. What's the word? The purifier of all these monster curses. Yeah, it is true. The fact is, it's kind of challenging. Language classes, it's just not, it's in a way not an ideal way to learn language. New party member, welcome. You want to have as much input as you can, but a little bit of output can be helpful too at times. Okay, so next we are doing this. Nakama o Sagasu. We are looking for our Nakama. Sounds good. Really, Jay says, I remembering the kanji is on my wish list on Amazon. Really, yeah. I have the book right here on my shelf, too. Want to see it? Why not? Since we've got a shout out from other party members, why don't we see this book, what it looks like? Let's take a look. So here is Remembering the Kanji. A complete course on how not to forget the meaning and writing of Japanese characters. Notice it doesn't say the reading, because the reading is not in there. Just how to write them, how to read them, and the basic meaning. But for that, very, very popular and useful book. Do your research though, not everyone likes it. For people who want to have a system to learn all the kanji, how to write them, how to read them, it's a good book. Makes a story for each kanji and builds in a quite logical way. And using this system, the guy who made this book, he learned to write all the kanji in 1 month. And he knew no Japanese before that. So all he's doing is passing his system on so other people can do the same thing. That's all it is. Let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising to 3100. Thanks, Nappa, for asking. Nice. Kelly says, got your book on eBay. Used. Very cool. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure where to go now, to be honest. I think we want to go on the boat. But for now, let's maybe like warp to a campsite. So we can heal and save. If I remember how to warp, that is. Here's a camp. Nice, Greer, you learned the first 1,000 kanji. Yeah, that's very helpful. Getting a foundation in kanji, it really helps you learn more vocab. Because so many vocab is just a combination of a few kanji. Like 2 or 3 kanji. Or 1. So yeah, some kanji study can really help you learn vocab more quickly. So check it out, we have a new party member, I think. Martina is back. Let's see if we have any good equipment. Don't think so. Yeah, exactly. Also, learning the components of kanji. The indexing components, the radicals. Basically, the building blocks of kanji can help a lot. Okay, I'm thinking this is a good place to end the stream, so let's end the stream here. And next time, Japanese Quest will continue. We'll find more words, our power level will go up, and it'll be tomorrow, same time. 9 a.m. Central on Wednesday. Right? Wednesday? I think so. Ciao! Matane, see you next time. Minna, it's been fun. Let's make this tree the exclamation point today. Ja, matane, see you next time. Everyone in chat, June, Jay, Horem, Skreer, Cosno, Minna. Looks got it. See you next time. It's been a good journey. Power level went up to 3,100 today. Good progress. Let's find another Japanese streamer or Japanese learner to host. We always spread the Japanese learning hype somewhere else. Who is streaming right now? That's the question. Let's find someone. Who is out there? Let's see. Okay, the person who sent people over before, Nyasaki. Let's give them back some viewers. So yeah, they are streaming right now Final Fantasy XIV, learning Japanese through that game. Let's host them, because before we had some new party members from their channel. So let's host Nyasaki. Let's see here. Let's start that raid. Playing Final Fantasy XIV in Japanese, learning Japanese from that game. Let's check it out. Start the raid now. So everyone, let's join and let's see how that game is for learning Japanese. Ciao! See you next time. Japanese Quest will continue.